Hey, how you doing? And welcome to my own personal top 40 of 1979. I just so happen to think that 1979 was the best year in UK chart history, so I'm really looking forward to this. Normally, I put guilty pleasures at the end of the top 40, but 79 was so special. The guilty pleasures have their own playlist, so we'll be going through that. And we'll also be going through Disco 79 because there were so many great disco songs from 79. I made a separate playlist for those as well. And as always, we'll be doing my extras playlist, which is songs that didn't enter the UK top 40 in the year in question, in this case 1979. You know, in these videos I'm taking you through my enormous collection of playlists on Spotify. So far I've done my own personal top 40s from 1970 to 1978, and here we go with 1979. At number 40, the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight, spent a week at 3 in December of 79 in the UK charts. Number 39, Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, spent 5 weeks at number 1, straddling December of 79 and January of 1980. Number 38, the B-52s, Rock Lobster, spent 2 weeks at 37 in August of 79. And number 37, Pop Music, spent 2 weeks at 2 in May of 79. And at 36th, Selector on my radio, spent a week at 8 in November of 79. And at number 35, Dennis Brown, Money in My Pocket, spent 2 weeks at 14, straddling March and April of 79. Number 34, Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, spent a week at 9, straddling March and April of 79. Number 33, The Jam, Strange Town, spent a week at 15 in April of 79. And number 32, Madness, One Step Beyond, spent a week at 7 in December of 79. And number 31, Blondie, Dreaming, spent a week at 2 in October of 79. And at number 30, we're into the top 30. Wow, that was loud. Nick Lowe, Cruel to Be Kind, spent a week at 12 in October of 79. And at number 29, The Specials, Gangsters. You see, all these great artists that were having their first chart success in 79, we'd seen a change in 78, but the change was becoming more and more, like the traditional 70s artists were disappearing from the charts and being replaced by these young Turks, for want of a better word. Where was I? Yeah, The Specials with Gangsters, spent 2 weeks at 6 in September of 79. Now I'm looking for number 28. Gary Newman, Cars, spent a week at number 1 in September of 79, without a doubt his best year in the charts. 27, the Boomtown Rats, Diamond Smile, spent a week at 13 in December of 79. And at number 26, The Jam, When You're Young, spent a week at 17 in September of 79. 25, Madness, again, The Prince, spent a week at 16 in October of 79. And at 24, God, I love this song so much. This is more of a throwback to the 70s. Rose Royce, Is It Love You're After? Well, it is the 70s. Spent 2 weeks at 13 in January of 1980, but it was released in 79. And at number 23, Blondie, Sunday Girl, spent 3 weeks at number 1, straddling May and June of 79. Number 22, Tubeway Army, Our Friends Electric, spent 4 weeks at 1, straddling June and July of 79. See, I told you it was his best year. 21, Kate Bush, Wow, spent 3 weeks at 14 in April of 79. Are you ready for the top 20? The Specials, A Message to You, Rudy, spent a week at 10 in November of 79. Number 19, Squeeze, Up the Junction, spent a week at 2 in July of 79. 18, the Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays, spent 4 weeks at number 1, straddling July and August of 79. And at 17, Lenny Lovitch, Lucky Number, spent a week at 3 in March of 79. Number 16, Roxy Music, Angel Eyes, spent 2 weeks at 4 in September of 79. And where are you, 15? Blondie, Heart of Glass, spent 4 weeks at number 1, straddling February and March of 79, arguably their best year. 14, Squeeze, Cool for Cats, spent a week at number 2 in April of 79. 13, The Police, Message in a Bottle, spent 3 weeks at number 1, straddling September and October of 79. And number 12, where's number 12? David Bowie, Boys Keep Swinging, spent a week at 7 in June of 79. And at 11, what an interesting way to say 11. 11, XTC, Making Plans for Nigel, Spent 2 weeks at 17, straddling October and November of 79. Into the top 10. Number 10, Joe Jackson, Is She Really Going Out With Him? Spent 2 weeks at 13, straddling August and September of 79. And at number 9, The Police, Walking on the Moon. Spent a week at number 1 in December of 79. Number 8, Pretenders, it's not The Pretenders. Pretenders and Kid spent a week at 33 in August of 79. It should have done better. What a fantastic song. 7, Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Oliver's Army, spent 3 weeks at number 2 in March of 79. 6, David Bowie, DJ, spent a week at 29 in July of 79. Number 5, where are you, number 5? The Police, Roxanne, spent 2 weeks at 12, straddling May and June of 79. At number 4, Pretenders again, Brass in Pocket, spent 2 weeks at number 1 in January of 1980, although it was released in 79. Number 3, The Jam, The Eton Rifles, spent a week at 3 in November of 79. Number 2, Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Accidents Will Happen, spent a week at 28 in June of 79. And at number 1, in my own personal top 40 of 1979, The Police, Can't Stand Losing You, spent a week at 2 in August of 79. You can see I'm very, very fond of The Police, Elvis Costello, Pretenders, and The Jam, things like that. My own personal taste, obviously. Let me know what songs you think I should have included that I didn't include. Let me know in the comments. Now, let's go straight to the extras. Now, the extras didn't enter the UK Top 40, so they could be album tracks or songs from other territories, whatever, but they didn't enter the UK Top 40. Japan, In Vogue. I'm really a huge fan of Japan, I've said it before. Caetano Veloso, Cajuina. Dennis Brown, Man Next Door. Baby do Brasil, Menino do Rio. The Slits, Typical Girls, that's a great song. Gal Costa, Força Estranha. Freddie McGregor, Walls of Jericho. João Bosco, Cobra Criada. The Clash, The Guns of Brixton, didn't enter the UK Top 40. I don't think it was released as a single. Elis Regina, O Bêbado e a Equilibrista. The Defaulters, Gentleman. Caetano Veloso, Oração ao Tempo. Hortense Ellis, I'm Just a Girl. Antonio Carlos Jobim and Mucha Sailor. Lloyd Robinson, Cascas. Georgie Benjor, Agilita. Dr. Alimentado, Love Mama Mama Dub, Chapter 2. João Bosco and Angela Maria, O Bebado e o Equilibris. Hang on a second, that song's already been on. Yeah, by Elis Regina, so that song's there twice by different artists. Guaranteed to be worth having there though. Georgie Benjor, Feel Your Maravilla. Bee Gees, Spirits Having Flown. Kenny Loggins, Mr. Knight. I only discovered this from Family Guy. It's a fantastic song. Gotta love Kenny. João Nogueira, Samba Rubro Negro. Mikey Dread, Love the Dread. Japan, All Tomorrow's Parties. Michael Dyke, Saturday Night Special. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Sunday's Best. Muchos Plus, Love Misunderstood. Squeeze, The Knack. David Bowie, Red Money. Pink Floyd, Don't Leave Me Now. By the way, The Wall, Pink Floyd album, The Wall from 79. Unbelievable album. Unbelievable. It was the first Pink Floyd album I ever heard, and I became a huge fan after that. Rock to Music Manifesto, David Bowie Repetition, The Edge of Daybreak, Eyes of Love. Minas, Samba Walk, the 79 version, the original version. Ahmed Malek and Autopsy d'un Complot. Dr. Alimentado, Just Because a Bit of Bread. Oh, that's poor grammar. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Big Boys. Keith Hudson, Irie. I assume that's how it's pronounced. I always thought Irie had another I after the R, but it might be ear, or ire. Oh, it could be ire, I suppose. The Jam, Private Hell. I'm having a meltdown. Bennis Cleaton. That would be funny if it was Cletus Bennon. Hey, y'all. Jungle Magic. Caetano Veloso, Lua de São Jorge. Leroy Smart, God Helps the Man. Jaime e Nair, Passara. The Residents, Easter Woman. Gary Newman, Chibuami, Down in the Park. Bassa Bassa, Konya. Barbara Lynn, Mellow Feeling, Part 1. Steel Pulse, Uncle George. Olger Shukai, Cool in the Pool. I think that's the guy from Chan, isn't it? Yeah, he is. And to finish off, 3 tracks that have to be together. Pink Floyd, Hey You, Is There Anybody Out There? And Nobody Home. So, that's my extras playlist. Now let's look at my 20 guilty pleasures of 1979. And just like the top 40, I'm going to read it from 20 to 1. By the way, you can hear all these playlists on Spotify. There's links in the description to all of them. And you can hear the radio show of the top 40 on Mixcloud. There's a link in the description to that as well. All right, my guilty pleasures. And remember, they are guilty pleasures, okay? I'm proud of loving some of them. I'm a little embarrassed about loving some of them, okay? 20, The Doolies, Wanted. 19, Donna Summer, Hot Stuff. 18, Chaz and Dave, Gertcha. I'm not embarrassed about loving that. Racy, Some Girls at 17. At 16, The Knack, My Sharona. Viola Wills, Gonna Get Along Without You Now. Where are we? 20, 19, 18, 17, that's 15. 14, Doctor Hook, When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman. At 13, Bee Gees, I already told you, Love You Inside Out. I do like that album. 12, Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. That's not really a guilty pleasure. I guess the top 40 was full, so sometimes that happens. The top 40 is full, the doors are closed, so you have to end up in guilty pleasures. The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star. Are we into the top 10 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm not looking at the screen you're looking at. Yeah, we're in the top 10. Top 10! Oh, dearie me, that was pathetic. Sad Cafe, Everyday Hurts. Supertramp, The Logical Song. Bee Gees, Tragedy. Electric Light Orchestra, Yellow. Don't Bring Me Down. Oh, God, I love these songs so much. Toto, Hold the Line. Roxy Music, Dance Away. Number 4, Supertramp, Breakfast in America. 3, Jerry Rafferty, Get It Right Next Time. 2, Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. And at number 1, shamelessly at the top of the chart, Cliff Richard, We Don't Talk Anymore. I mentioned in a previous show, can't remember which one, I think it was 78, that Cliff did have a few great songs. I would say, personally, I love 3 or 4 of his songs, definitely 3, and that's one of them. It's just a fantastic song, and it's so evocative of that particular time. Right, that's my guilty pleasures of 1979. Now let's look at Disco 79. Now, I've cheated a little bit here. I do believe that a couple of these songs are also in my top 40, but what are you going to do? Number 20, Donna Summer, Bad Girls. Number 19, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. 18, Chic, I Want Your Love. At 17, Sister Sledge, He's the Greatest Dancer. At 16, Amy Stewart, Knock on Wood. At 15, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. 14, Kool and the Gang, Ladies Night. 13, McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. At number 12, Gimme 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 by ABBA. Number 11, Donna Summer, Hot Stuff. Was she in Guilty Pleasures? That was in Guilty Pleasures, I think, wasn't it? At number 10, Peaches and Herb, Shake Your Groove Thing. Number 9, Sister Sledge, We Are Family. Number 8, Bee Gees, Tragedy. Number 7, Chic, Good Times. Number 6, Anita Ward, Ring My Bell. Number 5, Viola Wills, Gonna Get Along Without You Now. Number 4, Sister Sledge, Lost in Music. Number 3, Earth, Wind and Fire, Boogie Wonderland. Aren't they all so great? Number 2, Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And at number 1, Rose Royce, which is in my top 40, Is It Love You're After. Okay, there you go. That's all my playlists from 1979. They are all available on Spotify, and the links to those playlists are all in the description of this video, along with a link to the Top 40 radio show, which is on Mixcloud. All my videos live here, so subscribe. Hit like if you enjoy these videos. Let me know in the comments what songs you love from 79, what albums you love from 79. I'm sure you have different tastes to me, and I'd love to hear what you like. And if you can give me any suggestions for my extras playlist, which means they didn't enter the UK charts, then please feel free, because those playlists, the extras ones, are always expanding. So, thanks very much for watching/listening. I'll see you soon for a very, very special show. Before I jump into the 80s, I'm going to do a top 40 of one particular artist/band. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Until then, bye-bye.